Okay, hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss motion if a body is released from another body. So in physics, you will encounter many such situations in which the question will say the ball is released from a moving bus, or the ball is released from a moving balloon, or a ball is released from a moving train. So what will be the motion of the ball? How to write equations for ball? So in this lecture, we'll discuss the basics of what will be the motion of an object if it is released from another body. Okay, so please remember to note down the important points, and also there will be some questions in the lecture, so you to write down that questions also. Okay, so if a body is released or gets separated from another body, then it will have initial velocity equal to the velocity of the body from which it is separated. So suppose I throw something from a moving aeroplane. So if I throw something from moving aeroplane, so initially the thing was with me and I am in the aeroplane. So the thing will have some velocity whose velocity will be equal to the velocity of aeroplane. So the initial velocity of that thing should be taken equal to the velocity of aeroplane. So I'll explain how, but please write this line in your copy, that if a body is released or gets separated from another body, then it will have initial velocity equal to the velocity of body from which it is separated. Okay, please write down this line in your copy. Now see, suppose in first case a bus is moving, and if I'll say a person jumped from the bus. So if I'll say the person jumped from the bus and the motion of person is like this. So suppose he lands here. So this will not be the motion. Since the bus was moving, so the person will have initial velocity equal to the velocity of bus. So if the person jumps from the bus, suppose at this point the person jumps, so the person's motion will be something like this. So the person will have motion something like this, because initially the person was in the bus and the bus was moving in horizontal direction. So the person will have velocity of the bus. So the person will move something like this. Okay, so the person will not move like this, because in this case the person is just coming out of the bus and landing at the same position. No, the motion will be something like this. So when the person will get separated from the bus, since the bus will have initial velocity in horizontal direction, so the person will also have velocity in horizontal direction. So it will land something like this. Okay, suppose we have an aeroplane which is moving in horizontal direction, and suppose the person releases some object from here. So the object will travel in this way. So this will be the motion of the object. So this is horizontal projectile motion. And what will be the initial velocity? The initial velocity will be same or equal to the velocity of aeroplane. If someone asks you, can the motion be like this? Can the motion be like this? No. The motion will not be like this. The motion will be in this way, because the body will have initial velocity in horizontal direction. So the motion of the body will be like this. We'll take one more example now. Suppose a there is a person in parachute, and suppose the parachute is traveling in vertical direction. And suppose if a person releases some object here. So if I'll ask you, okay, will the object travel in this direction? No, the object will not travel like this. So what will be the motion of the object look like? So if we'll see the person is traveling in vertical direction. So if he releases some object, the object will first travel in vertical direction, because this object will have initially velocity in vertical direction, and then the object will come again to the ground. So the motion will be like this and not like this, because if the person will release this object, then it will have initial velocity same as velocity of the person, and the person is moving in upward direction, so it will first move upwards and then it will come downwards. And this is the question of motion under gravity, where you have to take initial velocity to be positive, because the body is going in upward direction initially. So this is how you have to solve questions when a body is separated from another body which is in motion. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can message me. Okay.